Good morning, friends. I, Harmeet Sagal, is presenting you with the subject Business Studies, Class 11th, Chapter 1 Nature and Purpose of Business. We come to the introduction part 1.1. Here we can see that the conversation when you read the book, you will see the conversation between the four classmates which are focusing on understanding the nature and purpose of business. And for making you clearly understand, I must take an example. We must take an example like we all are human beings and human beings perform human activities. Human activities are further classified under the two categories that are economic activities and non-economic activities. Economic activities are those activities from which we can earn money, and non-economic activities are those activities which have no monetary benefit but it is concerned with the psychological satisfaction. Economic activity, for example, teacher teaching in school, workers working in a factory, or non-economic examples are mother cooking food at home for the family, and we all go to temple. That is also a non-economic activity. Topic number 1.2, Concept of business. The term business is derived from the word busy. When you break the spelling of business in two parts, the spelling is BUSI NESS, and BUSI first four words define the word busy. This concept of business is derived from the word busy. However, in the specific sense, business refers to any occupation in which people regularly engage in the activities with a view to earn profit. Business is an occupation, or business is any activity in which we human beings are engaged to earn money, and to earn money on regular basis. For example, your father goes to his job or his shop anywhere on regular basis to earn money. That thing which we perform regularly to earn money is business. It also satisfies the needs of the people. The business activities may consist of purchase of goods or services, production of goods and services, or sale of or exchange of goods or services. For example, we purchase some goods from wholesaler. Wholesaler is a person who sell the goods in bulk quantity to the retailer. Retailer means local shopkeeper of your area. Okay. The business activity may consist of anything. You purchase, sale or production of goods and services. One more time I am revising for you all. Human activities were categorized under two parts: economic activity and non-economic activity. Economic activity was the activity in which people are engaged to earn money, activities from which we earn money. For example, teacher teaching in school, or staff of bank working in the bank, or any worker working in a factory are all economic activities. Non-economic activities are those activities which does not have money motive but it has service motive. Service motive in the sense, a non-economic activities doesn't give you money but it gives you psychological satisfaction. Example, we have discussed housewife cooking food for her family, a boy helping old man to cross the road. These are economic activity. We are going to temple. We are not getting any money for going to the temple, but we go to the temple. That is economic activity. That is non-economic activity. Okay. Sorry, by mistake, it is non-economic activity. Now the next topic 1.3, characteristics of business activities. There are following characteristics of business activities, namely, first character is economic activity. Business is considered to be an economic activity because it is undertaken with the object of earning money. The only objective or the aim of any person involving in economic activity is to earn money or earn livelihood. The reason is not because of love, affection or sympathy, but the reason is to earn livelihood. Second characteristic is production or procurement of goods and services. Before the goods and services are offered for the consumption to the public by the business, it is either produced or procured. Thus, every business enterprise either manufacture the goods or deal in it and acquire from the producers to be further sold to consumer or the user. Goods may consist of consumable items for daily use such as sugar, ghee, pen, notebook, etc., or capital goods like machinery, furniture, Activa, washing machine, etc. Services may include facilities offered to consumer in the form of transportation, banking, electricity, etc. Third characteristic of business is sales or exchange of goods and services for the satisfaction of human needs. Directly, indirectly, business involves transfer or exchange of goods or services for value. If goods are produced not for the purpose of sale but say for internal consumption, it is not an business activity. Cooking food at home for family is not a business activity, but cooking food and selling it to others in the mess or restaurant is a business activity. Thus, one essential character of business activity is there must be an element of sale or exchange of goods and services between the seller and the buyer. Fourth character, dealing in goods and services on regular basis. Students, please underline a regular basis in fourth character. Business involves dealing in the goods or services on regular basis. Single transaction of sale or purchase does not constitute the business. Thus, for example, if a person sells his or her domestic radio even at the profit, it will not be considered as business activity because he is not selling the radio sets on regular basis. He is selling it one time. He has not opened any shop or anything on regular basis to sell radio. He is selling it for one time. Next characteristic, fifth characteristic is profit earning. One of the main purpose of business is to earn income by the way of profit. No business can survive in the long term without earning profit. That's why businessmen make all the possible efforts to maximize profits by increasing the volume of sale or reducing cost. The main element is profit earning. Without profit, no business can run in the long term. Next characteristic, sixth characteristic of business. This is the last characteristic of the business, uncertainty of return. Uncertainty of return refers to a lack of knowledge relating to the amount of money that business is going to earn in the given period. As we all know, future is uncertain. We have invested our capital in the business to run the activities with the object of earning profit, but future is uncertain. We don't know the changes which will take place in the environment regarding the change in taste and nature of consumer. Fashion of consumer can change anytime. Strikes, lockouts, as we are seeing the COVID period. This is also a pandemic period, is also a market blockage period. So future is uncertain. We have invested money, but the return is uncertain. We don't know how much we can get, or we can get or not. We can have profit, we can have loss, we can have anything. No business can altogether do away with the risk. There are some risk elements present. Therefore, it is uncertain in the business to get return.